Jonathan Revis. What's going on, dude? Bonventure, that's an awesome name. What's going on, dude? Thanks for coming out tonight, guys. Just started playing this game pretty recently. It's incredible. It's a pretty darn good racing game. And my graphics card is not so amazing, and this game still looks really good. And performs good too. Like nice stable frame rates. Very impressed. Oof. Oof. There goes the Miata. Good to hear you're good, Jonathan. Let's see, what do I want to do? Bonventure, where are you from? I don't know if I've ever met an American with that name, assuming that is your real name. Will I be able to get up this hill? Oh my gosh. Oh, I made it. Oh, that was one steep hill. I don't think the Miata would have done that in real life, but that's what video games are for. This game is Forza Horizon 4. And it's pretty darn good. Lunatics in the house. Try not hit a tree. Don't hit a tree. Don't hit a tree. Oof. Made it. What's going on, Lunatic? Good to see you, man. Oof. Ooh. I think I'm gonna get a nice refreshing drink. Be right back. Wise guys, what's going on? Oh yeah. What's happening, guys? What did you think of my most recent videos? Have you guys taken a look at them? Football night in America? Is it? Who's playing tonight? I watched the Chiefs win against the Lions. That was the most ridiculous pro game I think I've seen in a while. The turnovers, all those close calls, those reverse calls. It was pretty crazy. All right, let's see here. I wonder if the Highlander wheels from my 04 would fit my LS 430. Huh? Cowboys versus Saints? Are you a Cowboys fan or something? For a winter wheel setup? I don't know. I don't know what the bolt pattern is. And does your LS430 have the tire pressure monitoring system? Because that's a big pain in the butt too when you're switching wheels. But if you don't care about the little warning light going off, then that's not a big deal then. Let's see here. 11 people watching. Holy smokes, guys. Thanks for coming out. Make sure to hit that like button. I'd appreciate it. Check out this beast that I have. Where is it at? Look at this thing. This thing is a monster. It's essentially a GX. But I don't think it has the V8 in it. I'm not drinking and driving, Art, am I? Oh, I don't know. Is this really driving? Is this really drinking? Some deep questions. Very thought-provoking, Ed. Lunatic, no sir, not a fan of the Cowboys. Prescott is my fantasy football quarterback. I see. Dak Prescott. Okay, wish me luck. This thing is so slow in this game. All the other vehicles I race with it or race against while I'm driving this thing, I get just smoked. I mean, you could just switch them then. That's what I would do. I would just switch them and see what it's like to drive. If it has the same bolt pattern. Yeah, maybe the odometer might not read perfectly. So, oh, wait. I'm racing nothing but other GXs. This is pretty cool. Oh my gosh, this thing is so slow. Look at this freaking scenery. It's ridiculous. And once I have a better graphics card, oof, you guys will be getting some eye candy. It probably looks fairly decent on your end too. I don't know. I mean, especially if you're if you're watching on your phone, I bet the game looks fairly decent. I just don't know how I'm going to pass any of these other cars. Oh my gosh. How's the stream for you guys? Is it pretty clear? Is it smooth? I'm always messing around settings because I feel like I can tweak it a little bit better. I think it looks fairly good, at least from my end. Let's see here. How big is the ND black line? I think it's that name, NX, not ND. Oh, how big is... What do you mean, how big is the NX black line? It's the same as any other NX. It just has special trim on it. A little bit different color on the wheels and stuff. Which I'm going to be making a video tomorrow on the NX Blackline, the 2020 version, which I actually don't like as well as the 2019 version of the Blackline edition. I mean, it's okay that they're trying different things, but I like the 2019 Blackline edition a little bit better. And then the IS has a new Blackline edition, which we only thought it was going to be for Japan. The blue Blackline edition, which it should be like the Blue Line edition, because I don't know why it's called the Blackline edition, because it's blue. Like, I just don't understand. Lexus doesn't make any sense sometimes, but maybe I'll rant about that in the video tomorrow. What do you mean? What do you mean? What's the same as the RX 350? The NX? What? I'm so confused. Graphics is maybe 720-ish. It's 1080. It's 1080. I'll show you, bruh. I have a 1440p monitor. I would prefer to play in 1440p, but my little graphics card is not going to be able to stream and play this game at 1440. But here's my settings. Medium settings for the dynamic optimization. I have the frame rate set pretty low, so it doesn't bog down the stream. What else? But yeah, it's 1080p. 1080p. How about that ISF? What do you mean? What about that ISF? That's in the other game I was playing. The Forza Horizon 3 has an ISF. This game has no Lexus vehicles. And it has like no Toyota vehicles. This is like one of the only Toyotas in the car. Or sorry, in the game. Which also happens to be pretty much a Lexus, a GX, right? So... And yes, I picked a chick. I customized this chick to be my driver. Her nickname is Ace. Yeah, I'm playing another game. This is a Forza Horizon 4. The one that had the Lexus vehicles was Forza Horizon 3. But I just wanted to play a different game. I really wasn't into Forza Horizon 3, even though I had the Lexus vehicles. And it was hard for me to stream. Like, that game didn't look as good as this one. And it didn't run nearly as well. So I would prefer to play this one. And there's other things to this game too that are it's very similar, but there are other things that are just better to it. And the fact that I can run it a little bit better while I'm streaming helps. So oh, you can get the Hilux Arctic as well. The 7.2 liter V8. Who makes the 7.2 liter V8? Where does that motor come from? That thing, a 7.2 liter? What in the world? Javier? Oh, Javier. Oh, sorry, man. I didn't see you join the chat. Javier says, I was having a conversation with some colleagues and all of them think Lexus is becoming outdated and that brands like Genesis will take Lexus' spot in the luxury market. And that German brands are now so ahead of Lexus in terms of technology and wow factors. Well, that's all that the Germans can do. That's all that they can do to stay ahead of Lexus and stay ahead. Is they have to have these wow factors, essentially gimmicks that reduce the car's reliability, and essentially things that most people will never use or care about. It's just it's like that initial wow factor, and then if you own the car, you're not going to use a tenth of the technology in them anyways. So I like the fact that the Lexus vehicles now, well, the RX, which hopefully I can do a review on this week, just depends on their availability. We're not getting that many in right now. They're trickling in, and when we get them in, people buy them. So But maybe on Tuesday, hopefully I can get my hands on one and give you guys some impressions and a review like that. But the interface on the RX is awesome. The 2020 RX. It's really, really good. And the fact that you have CarPlay and Android Auto, really, those are the only things you need in a car, right? I don't want to have to learn another ecosystem. Just let me use my phone. It's really all I care about. And I think that I would say 90% plus would just want to make it simple. Technology doesn't need to be complicated. You don't need to add a bunch of crap that you'll never use. And that's why like the Lexus Inform app has been a complete disaster ever since they've been using it, because people don't want to use it. They just want to use their phones. It's way easier. It's faster. It's better. Anyways, I'm ranting. What was I talking about? German brands. Yeah, technology. What else? Genesis. Genesis. No, I just don't think. I don't think they're gonna. I like when I drove that. What was it? A G80 I drove. I was actually really impressed. I really liked the motor in that car. And I thought the quality was fairly good. But long term, I don't know how well they're going to do. And I don't know how long Genesis is going to be around. I don't. I want them to do well because I think competition in the luxury market is a good thing. But they got a lot of issues. Mercedes has a lot of issues right now as well. Infiniti is probably not going to be around in 5 years. That's my own guess. Acura's not doing so hot either. BMW, I think they're doing pretty good, but BMW, And then Audi, I think Audi's doing okay, and I think they're going to be since they're so since they're owned by Volkswagen, I think they're going to be possibly really leading the charge for electric luxury vehicles. Yes, we saw the e-tron, but it wasn't enough in my opinion. It didn't have enough range. It wasn't maybe quick enough to be, and it's just really expensive too. So we'll see what Lexus unveils at the Tokyo Motor Show. Hopefully it's something that's more appealing. But I do think Audi will be kind of leading the charge when it comes to luxury electric vehicles for a while. Porsche, yes, but they have segmented themselves at $150,000 for the Taycan. I mean, it's not really good. When cars are that expensive, your profit margins probably aren't that great. Well, maybe they are, but it's such a low volume car, so we'll see. Anyways, let's get back to your comments. I'll take reliability for 500. Yeah. Hopefully you can review the RX. The new grille looks great. Yeah, the new grille does look really good. Yeah, I hope I've been wanting to get my hands on an RX for the past week or so, but we just, like I said, we just sell them very, very quickly. And a lot of the ones we have coming in, people claim way ahead of before they even land. So I'm not going to be driving. Yeah, that's just. I'm waiting for the inventory to come up a little bit more. So, yeah, hopefully Tuesday, because I know we have some vehicles that came in over the weekend. And yeah, I sold I delivered the first 2020 RX to a customer of mine, and she was just so excited. And then when I told her, I'm like, you have the first 2020 RX on the streets here in Omaha. She's like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. Sweet little lady. Stay-at-home nurse sort of lady. She's really cool. Anyways, I'll get back to playing. Looks like you guys died in the chat, so I might as well start playing. I think I'm going to drive the RS4 Avant. Something we don't see here in America. Oh my gosh. I thought the Mercedes to the left of me was like a tricked out LS 400 for a second. Okay, guys. Should I increase the Drivatar difficulty and receive 40% extra credits? I feel like I'd have to be super serious to beat them at Unbeatable. What do you guys think? Is Toyota ever going to refresh the Sienna? Well, the redesign's coming out. It's going to be on the TNGA platform. Probably next year. So it'll be a 2021 model year vehicle. That's my estimation. I don't have any information on that or anything. Expect to see it debut as an all-wheel drive hybrid. Like essentially the setup, it'll be the same setup as the Highlander hybrid. So about 240 horse, all-wheel drive, possibly a plug-in range of, let's say, 30 miles. That's what I'm hoping anyways for the Highlander and the Sienna. And then I bet that clapping is getting really annoying for you guys. It's getting annoying for me, so I need to pick a race. Okay, so I'm on the harder difficulty, so we'll see if I'll be able to race with these dudes. So far, so good. Okay, this thing isn't the best at turning. Yeah, feel free to ask questions while I'm racing because I can always pause the game. What are the requirements to work at a Lexus dealership? There are no requirements. It depends on your job, though, like what you're applying for. Oh, sorry, my kids are up. Hold on a sec, guys. Reggie, go to sleep. Was she freaking out that she has to go potty? She ripped the book in anger? Which one was it? Oh, the one your mom got. Hello, zombie. It's okay. I only got like 11 people watching. Oh. Anyone else a parent in the chat? Life would be so dull if I didn't have kids. I'll just say that. Do you plan on owning your own dealership? No. No, it's funny. I've been asked that a few times. No, it's never really entered my mind or my heart to own my own dealership. No. No, my aspirations is to just take this YouTube channel and frickin' have 1 million subscribers. That's my dealership. My dealership is my YouTube channel, and I hope to grow my fleet to 1 million subscribers. Have I sold any Lexus vehicles online? Are you asking, like, have any of my followers reached out to me and have I sold to them? No, I haven't sold to any of my followers on the channel, but I have talked to quite a few and I guess helped them a little bit. I've done appraisal for one before, but it's tough because a lot of my viewers are all over the country, and even though my dealership does ship throughout the country, it's tough because they would have to pay for the incentive or pay to get the vehicle delivered and things like that. So any news on Lexus killing the GS? Nope. No news. And no news is bad news when it comes to the GS because I think they're just going to kill it. I just don't know. I don't know. Do I want the GS to be around? Of course. It's a part of like Lexus history. It's a part of its identity in some ways. I don't think the GS is going to be around though, unless they pull something out of their hat that we haven't seen before, like make the GS a fully electric sports car sort of thing. I don't know. I have no idea. I think the IS will get bigger, and then the current market doesn't have the I guess the buyers for sedans right now to have four different sedans. The current market, it's real tough to be able to support that. I mean, you look at Infiniti. I think Infinity's canceling their Q70, so they're just gonna have the Q50. Like, they have one sedan, they have a coupe, and then they have a bunch of SUVs. So like the Chevy dude. I don't know who the Chevy dude is. Is he another YouTuber? Yeah, and so once the ES gets all-wheel drive and the IS gets bigger, the GS has no place unless they make it a super high-performance sedan only or a fully electric. It has to be something special. Right now, it's not special. And that's really sad because it used to be. So the GSF is special. If they just want to, I don't know. I feel like that. Let's say they have a GS. Let's say they have a fully electric GS or something with like a 400 horsepower motor, and then maybe a GSF with like a 600 horsepower motor. That would be amazing. That would be really cool, but no word. So what's the difference between GS and LX? You don't have, so you mean the GX and LX. Okay, gotcha, Luis. Luis, where are you from? Are you from Portugal? The GX is based off the Land Cruiser Prado. The LX is based off the Land Cruiser 200. They're both phenomenal. Ooh, speaking of phenomenal, I saw the cleanest LX 470 today. I might post it as just like a random post on my YouTube or Instagram. This thing was gorgeous. Let me find it on my phone. See if I can zoom in. Oof. Can you guys see that? Here. Look at that clean LX 470. Oh, it was a dark green. I know it's hard for you guys to see that on the camera. Oh, just beautiful. It looked absolutely perfect. And then I parked next to this RC F Sport, which is pretty cool. So, Portugal, yes, awesome. Do you get any ISF trade-ins? Not since I've been working there. I've seen an RCF trade-in. ISF, yeah, we don't really see any of those. Now, I have worked with a customer before when we had his appraised. I didn't get a chance to drive it or anything like that, but essentially a lot of the ISFs that we see have been raced and modified or just kind of beat up a little bit because it is like, it's like Need for Speed car, right? So a lot of them haven't been the best maintained and they've been roughed around a little bit. So they don't bring them back to the dealership if they want to sell them. They just sell them outright because there's such a demand for them on the let's say the private party market. Genesis came out with 3 sedans. Yeah, Lexus can go down to 3 sedans. The thing with Genesis, though, they really don't have a luxury sedan other than like probably the G90. The G80 and the G70 to me are more sports sedans, like the GS and the IS. The ES, man, no one really has anything to compete too much with the ES. The ES to me is just, if you want a luxury sedan for 50 grand, the ES is unbeatable. Unbeatable. MR2 is coming back. Yeah, man. Pretty excited about that. It might be based off of that TNGA B platform that I made a video on like a couple weeks ago. A Portuguese living in Canada. That's cool. We got all sorts of Portuguese followers in here. What car is the current Lexus lineup would you like to see getting an F version, LC or NXF? I would like to see an RXF. As much as that wouldn't make any sense, and it'll probably never happen, I think that they would probably be able to sell the most F vehicles ever under an RX. Why? Because about half the vehicles they sell here in America are RXs to begin with, and if they have a super version of it, people are just like, oh, this has got some extra push. Okay, I'll take that one. Yep. Which vehicle do I think is most likely to see an F variant? Well, the LC is going to get one, but outside of that, I think the next IS will be the next one, other than the LC. Have I seen the Genesis SUV prototype? No, I don't think so. Red elephants, what's going on? I would trade my GS for the new ES if it had all-wheel drive. 100%. I would agree. But yeah, it's without all-wheel drive, they're losing. I'll tell you this, they are losing incredible amounts of sales for the ES not having all-wheel drive, more than they would like to admit. Now, I don't have any numbers or anything to back this up, but I know they are. And I've had so many people say, "Oh, if the ES had all-wheel drive, I would buy it in a heartbeat." And the fact that they're coming to market with it so slowly is kind of frustrating as a fan and as a salesperson. So, yeah, the new ES is beautiful. It's a home run from Lexus. I wasn't the biggest fan of the previous generation ES, uh, or the one before that. I like the styling of it a little bit better, like the 07 to 12 models, but the 13 to 18s, they're great cars. Don't get me wrong. Personally, they're not just not my favorite ES. It'd be cool to see an RXF now that performance SUVs are trending. Yeah, freaking Lamborghini has a freaking SUV. Come on, Lexus. You have the best selling luxury SUV slash vehicle, essentially. It's the best selling luxury vehicle if you don't count Tesla in America. For a long, long time. And you don't have a super version of it. That's a small piece. It's a piece of the pie, but it's a small one that they're missing out on. Just like the ES. But the ES, they're missing out on a bigger piece of the pie there, not having all-wheel drive on it, which will be coming in 2021, which is too far. It's so far away. It's better late than never, right? I'd like to see LX off-road version, just like the GX OR. Yeah, I would love to see the GX off-road equipment be available for the dealerships to put on. And I think every dealership, if they do make that available, those parts, they need to have like a GX tricked out at every Lexus dealership to show them like, this is how badass this vehicle can be. Oh, and we can do it for you right here. You don't have to take it to some, crazy no-name place and it would void your warranty. Nope. You'll be able to keep your warranty. In fact, we'll warranty all these parts that you buy from us. Like, how awesome would that be? Oh my gosh, I'm getting too excited about the GX off-road. But knowing Lexus, they're just not going to do it. They come out with great concepts sometimes, but as much as I want to see it, I don't think they'll make that stuff available at the dealership for them to install. The new 2020 ES hump in the back looks like maybe getting rid. Yeah. No, there is a hump. There's a drive shaft hump, but it's not really for a drive shaft. It's probably for electrical components, because there's not going to be a drive shaft to the rear wheels, because a rear electric motor will power the rear wheels just like it does in the NX hybrid. By the way, yeah, it's going to be a hybrid. Assuming, unless for somehow they come out with a fully electric ES, and maybe that's why it's taking so long. But I doubt it. I highly, highly, highly doubt it. It would be fully electric. It would be a hybrid. So who knows? Just based off Lexus's recent track record of being very slow to make changes, super conservative. They have a winning formula, and they don't like to deviate too much from it or push it forward too much. When do I expect an NX to come out? Oh, gosh. The next NX will come out in 2021 as a 2022 model. Just too far away. But here's the thing. When it does come out, the RDX is, because one of its main competitors is Acura RDX, right? The RDX will be 2 years old at that point when that comes out. It's going to make the RDX seem like a dinosaur in some ways. Fingers crossed, right? So, yep. 2021 for the next NX. And that's when we'll see the first ES all-wheel drive in the same year. Why is Toyota teaming up? I'm going to try to see if I can race and talk at the same time. Can I reduce that volume there? Wait, can you guys even hear the game? Can you guys hear the game at all? Let me know if you can't hear the game. Let me know. Well, I'll start racing so you guys can. So I'm on the hardest difficulty right now. I'm smoking these guys. No game audio. Oh my goodness. What can I do about this? Okay. Audio output, capture. Properties. Oh shoot. Okay, I think you guys can you guys hear it now? And it might be too loud. I'm going to turn this down because it's probably going to overpower my voice. All right, what about now, guys? Is that better? No, it's an RS4 Avant is what I'm driving. It's an old school one, a 2001. Cool. All right. Let's see here. Why is Toyota teaming up with all these small companies? Reduce costs, to share technology. It's essentially what it is in a nutshell. I mean, I could go into it in depth a little bit more, but watch my video about that. Let's see. Red Elephant says he really likes my videos. Oh, thanks, man. Thank you. I really enjoy you watching. Thank you all for coming out tonight. I know there's only 10 of you in here. You know, maybe one day I'll have 1,000 people watching my stream. Who knows? So cool. Lexus made a state like this out. Oh yeah. Luis, I'm trying to follow you, but yeah, essentially, if Lexus made a wagon, I would lose my mind. I would lose my mind. Jonathan Rivas, I'm back. I lost the internet connection. Oh my gosh. That's like dying. Oh, hold on. I'm playing with the audio a little bit. It's too loud in my headphones. But then I think it lowered the volume for you guys, so. Yeah, man, if Lexus made a wagon. Now, they made an IS Sport Cross with the first generation IS, and that was kind of like a hatchback little thing, and that was pretty cool. But, I mean, wagons just suck in America for some reason. People are like, I don't know. The only company that's been able to do wagons like and be successful with them is pretty much Subaru, and then you can kind of say Volvo. So no one else can pull off a wagon. I mean, Cadillac tried it with the CTS wagon. CTS isn't even around anymore. So, I don't think so, right? Aren't they canceling a lot of their sedans? I don't follow Cadillac, if you guys can't tell. Cadillac is garbage. GM is garbage. Yeah, GM's garbage. GM's like one of my least favorite automakers, to be honest. However, I do love their V8s. They're 5.3 and they're 6.2. They make great V8s. I think they make pretty good pickup trucks, but just ugh. Don't like GM in general. Rebello says, I agree, they're garbage. They made a CT5 to replace the CTS. And that's the thing, like, to me, if a luxury company has to kill off models and debut new models, that to me is a sign of, like, instability. Like, the CTS was around a long time, but they're like, oh, you know, CTS isn't doing so well, we're going to replace it with a CT5. You know, I don't know. Like, to me, that throws me off. That throws me off. Toyota and Lexus are the best, but sometimes I think Toyota makes mistakes. Yeah, anyone makes mistakes. We're essentially, all these mega companies are driven by humans, you know? Every organization in the world is flawed to some degree because they are run by imperfect creatures, which is humans. There's no such thing as perfect in this world. But Toyota and Lexus are pretty darn close, right? Especially Lexus. Like the LS 400 is about as perfect as a vehicle can be, in my opinion. I think that's going to be my first Lexus, guys. Which once I finish this race, we're gonna. Oh my gosh, that's not good. I'm on my last lap and I'm daydreaming about buying my first Lexus, which is hoping to be an LS 400. So once I'm done with this race, we're gonna do a little search for some used LS 400s. That's kind of fun. At least it's fun to me. I mean, I can do it for hours on end. What is my least favorite Lexus? Ooh. Now, in production right now, because I mean, I feel like there should be like two different categories, like current in production and not in production. Okay. Least favorite Lexus. Oh gosh. This game, so I'm probably going to get hit with like a copyright strike because it started playing music, which is stupid. So hold on, let me just quiet the volume. Ugh, I hate when the game plays the music. It's stupid. Okay. CT5 replaces the CTS and the ATS. Well, I mean, essentially the IS is kind of doing the same thing. It's the next IS, but it could be replacing the GS, right? So, anyways, least favorite Lexus. Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, like, not in production, probably the HS. I can't believe Lexus ever came out with the HS. That is ridiculous. My current least favorite Lexus in production. Wow. Probably the GS. I'd say the GS is probably my least favorite vehicle currently in production for Lexus. You guys probably know, you could come up with 100 reasons why that is the case. But a lot of people are waiting for the rear engine vet. Yeah, big whoop. I've never been a Corvette guy. There's like a whole religion of Corvette people out there. Car's never done it for me. Not even the mid-engine one. Is it cool? Is it fast? Is it? Yeah, I mean, I drove. I think it was a 2005, or it might have been a little bit newer. So it was what, the C6 Corvette, and I was super excited because it was a 6-speed manual. Hated it. Absolutely hated it. Hated it. Oh, I couldn't believe. I'm so excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, I've never driven a Corvette before, and this one's a 6-speed. I was so excited, and it was just a bad experience. And I really wanted to like come away like loving it, but ugh. Why not get a GS300? That car looks so good. I agree. The GS300 looks amazing. Oh yeah, I said I was going to look at Lexus vehicles with you guys. So let me just exit out of the game. I think it's a 3rd gen GS. GS should be killed off in my opinion. Oh, what's up, Bruce? How long have you been in here? I haven't seen you yet tonight. Boom. Look at all those Lexus vehicles. My current least favorite Lexus is the GX, says Javier. But have you driven one? Oh, I just love how they drive. Oh, they feel like a tank. They're so smooth. They're so quiet. Love the GX. The HS was a joke. Yeah, it was a complete catastrophe. Scotty says Lexus run forever. His wife has one. His wife has an ES 350, not a GS 350, Bruce. Actually, I don't know if it's a 350. It might be a 330. But you're right. It is a 3rd generation ES, not a GS. They ride and drive like shit. What rides and drive? Oh, the HS, yeah. And the mileage is still not great. I don't even think they can get 30 miles per gallon in town, and it's this like slow ass hybrid. Oh, it's just the worst. My least favorite is the IS. You can tell that, yeah, the IS's interior is cheap. I will say that. Now, is it the fit and finish? The fit and finish on an IS is so good. It's so, well, all Lexus vehicles, but so tight. I feel like the fit and finish is probably better on an IS than it is an ES, but the IS kind of has cheaper materials, if that makes sense. If that makes sense. Bruce has been here for a few minutes, so thanks for coming out. They should make the GS a sportback like the A7. Yeah, that's a good idea too. I'd love to see that. To see a sportback GS. Javier, I drove an 18 GX and it drives cool and everything, but the interior. Oh yeah, the interior is a dog. Like, but here's the thing. Everything is subjective. So, I had a lady that like. Her husband just got a brand new NX. It was an NX F Sport. It was our last 19. And she really liked the center cluster. And the center cluster in the NX, in my opinion, is kind of outdated and kind of cheap looking. And she really liked it. So, and she just bought a brand new C class, a C300. So yeah, I mean, everything is subjective, right? At least when it comes to opinions. So, oh, but yeah, the GX, man, the interior, just, I can get over the outdated center stack in the GX, as well as the old, like, the seats are fine to me. I mean, they got that dinosaur print. I don't like it, but it's the seats are comfortable. The ride is great. The motor's perfect, I think, for that vehicle. The 4.6 is perfect for it. And then so a lot of people complain that the 4.6 isn't enough for the GX. I love that motor. It's so buttery smooth. And it's still pretty quick, 0 to 60 for a vehicle that heavy and ridiculously tall. So GXs are great. Yeah, GXs are the shoot. Okay, guys, so ISs are super fun to drive. I would agree. All right, so check this out. We're going to type in LS400. And there's a couple on here that I would snap up if I was living in South Florida right now. This red one right here, priced at about 32, and you'll probably get lower. Let's see if I can make the pictures bigger. But yeah, it looks brand new. I don't see any issues with the paint or anything. I mean, yeah, the interior for a car this old is going to have some wear, but it looks pretty darn good. Oh, ooh. And this has the BVTI, so it's going to have the 300, essentially 300 horsepower, 290, I think. Oh, so good. You know, I think I like the styling on like the first generation LS better, but I think because I'd rather have the 290 horsepower instead of the 250, I think I'd rather have the second generation. And it's a little bit easier to find cleaner second generations just because they're newer. And this green one looks perfect. Now, again, this is the first generation, but I love how they look. Look at this bad boy. 41 service histories. 3 owner. That's it. 3 owners. It's a 96. You know, back has a little bit of wear, but the front, look how good the front is. You have the steering wheel cover on it. Oh, I just get super excited over LS's. The wheels look good. This bad boy's only got 130,000 miles. That's it. This thing, I mean, this car's already been proven to run 1 million miles with not that much, not that much maintenance. So, what was that, Javier? He said that GS near the bottom. This one right here. Talking about this one or this one? This one is super clean. I actually featured this on my last video when I was talking about the best steals. $5,000 for this mug. Not factory wheels, but that's okay. I think it looks good on the vehicle. I don't like chrome, but it looks good on this thing. And this has got the 2JZ FE, 2JZ GE. It's not the GTE, that's a super motor. It's only got 141K, but I mean, the interior looks great. Oh, only $5,000. However, at my dealership, a really clean GS 400 got traded in. Maybe not quite as clean as this, about the same amount of miles, maybe a little bit less. And one of our technicians bought it for like $2,600. Great little GS 400. It's hard to find the GSs with the V8s. I want an LS 460 for a daily driver and an ISF for summer driving. Yeah. There's a lot of SCs in Florida. It's harder to find clean ones because racer boys like to buy the SC, and it's just harder to find real clean SC 400s. 300s are harder to find. Manuals are almost impossible to find. I featured this one on my channel a while back. It's pretty clean. I can't tell if it has dents in it on one side. Right here, that looks like dents to me. And those would be hard to pull out too since they're next to the creases. But it would be pretty... This thing would run forever. Rebello, he's like, what a deal. Yeah, these cars are ridiculous. These are... If you want a clean Lexus, the best places to get them, like an old one, like these early Lexus ones that are built like tanks, the best places to find them is South Florida, Arizona, and probably California. But I would say Arizona and Florida mainly because they're retirement places, and the vehicles have just been cared after by responsible, wealthy, old people. Warrior Overland Adventures has an SC300 with a manual transmission. God bless you. I would love to drive your car. I would love to review your car. That would be a lot of fun too. So, guys, you have one more day to register for the monthly giveaway. I don't know if I can move it over here, but it is. I got to show you guys. It's pretty cool. Can you guys see this? If I can plug it in over there or not. Maybe. Hold on. Let's see if I can plug it in. Anyway, this LFA LED. Oh, we're going to play with it. So this is my monthly giveaway for my Patreon supporters, which I don't know if I have in the chat. I don't know. Jonathan? Is Jonathan a Patreon supporter? Gosh, it's bad that I don't remember. I only have 5, and the fact that I don't remember is kind of sad. But Patreon supporters are eligible to win this thing. Is this the right remote? Oh yeah. Look at this bad boy. How freaking cool. It has different colors. Red. I mean, this thing is at pretty much every color you can think of. And it's really freaking cool. What else? I'm probably missing awesome mileage. Yeah, no, these vehicles are ridiculous. Holy crap, your SC300 has 326,000. How many times do you know has the clutch been changed, or what kind of work have you had done on it, or have you done on it? But yeah, I just wanted to show this off because I rarely use it, and I got it for my studio, but I'm like, I'll probably just give it away for my Patreon supporters. So that I am doing the drawing for that tomorrow when I make my video on the Blackline Edition Lexus vehicles coming out. Oh man, okay. Shall we look at some pre-owned Lexuses together? I think you guys probably get a kick out of it too. Any IS250s manual? I've seen an IS250C, So the convertible in a 5-speed, that was really cool. He wouldn't sell us his vehicle though. He had it appraised and he wouldn't sell it. Oh, how cool would that have been? Pretty darn cool. So we're also going to look on Facebook, because Facebook Marketplace is also a great way to find some really clean pre-owned Lexus. This is a search for LS400s. Don't know if there's any really good examples out there that we haven't looked at already. There's some that are in kind of rough condition. Let's check out this one. Yeah, this one's in really rough condition. I remember looking at that one. There was one I looked at earlier. Uh-oh, what's happened? Is it refreshing or something? That she had like 250,000 miles on it. And it was like $1,800 she was asking. And it looked in really pretty good condition, even though they had a little bit higher miles. Oof. Look at this bad boy. They're asking $3,000 for it. It's got 166,000 miles. Oof. A little scuff on the bumper here. Missing the blinker, which you could probably find that on eBay for pretty cheap. Interior looks pretty respectable. Back doesn't look that good. I wouldn't pay $3,000 for that one. That's like a $2,000 car. What site? Well, the first one I was on was Craigslist. Now I'm on Facebook. 2 clutches, 1 radiator, 1 fuel pump, 3 fuel filters, SE 400 differential swap, 3 timing belts, and a water pump. That's all routine maintenance except the differential swap. That's freaking amazing, dude. It's amazing. Are you still on the original suspension, like original struts and things like that, stabilizer bars? All right. Oh, was it this one? Was it this one? No, wasn't this one. This one's pretty clean, though. I don't think I've looked at this one yet. LS400, low miles, 118,000. NADA, whatever. A vehicle, solid daily transportation, needs AC recharge. Well, in the 95, you might need to do like the AC replacement system on there if it has the old system on it. My old Miata had the old system, and I wasn't going to pay for having that replaced with the newer AC system. But yeah, low miles. Holy cow. I have not tried Auto Tempest. Does Auto Tempest have cars listed from owners on there, or is it dealerships only? Same suspension? Holy crap, that's crazy. Where do you live? Where do you live that the suspension wouldn't need to be changed at all? Here's an SC300. I kind of like those wheels. Possibly a dent in the fender there, can't tell. 250 thou. Yeah, those wheels are pretty cool. Looks like new rotors on there. Wheels not included and sold separately? Weird, okay. Put a cold air intake on it. Auto, of course. Whoa. Some sort of adjustable dampening shocks on there. Is it? What is that? What is that? I don't even know what that is. Is it a differential? I don't. What is that? I'm not a mechanic. It looks like something was tampered with there. Now in Vegas? Okay. Gotcha. It searches a bunch of sites. Auto Tempest. Okay. Ooh, look at this thing. Oh. 136,000 and 98, so it's got the VVTi. Oh, behave. Look at this LS. Holy shit. Guys, I think I've just lost my mind. Oh, I would snap this thing up so fast. I don't 38, I would see if I can get it down to like 3,000. Look at this. That looks mint on the outside. Holy, oh, wait. There might be a little chip right there. But other than that, I mean, I could live with that on a 98. This should have the VVTi on it. Ooh, behave. Holy cow. What do you guys think of that LS right there? 2-owner car. Let's read about it. This car's in excellent running and driving condition. Rides extra smooth, ice cold AC, new tires, upgraded sound system. Interior's in great condition. Starts right up, drives great, engine transmission great. Drives very smooth, no hard shifts. Every gear shifts changes smooth. Was bought from Lexus of Orlando in '98. Spent most of his time in Orlando. Has never seen snow, no rust, mint condition. This LS 400 is rare because the condition it is in, as most of them have over 200K and beat up. Maybe. In most parts of the country, yes, but Florida, maybe not so much. This is a garage queen. The car has been pampered since day one. 136,000 miles. Yeah, let's just appreciate the interior on this. Look at that. Has anyone ever sat in this passenger seat? I mean, look at the front seat, like hardly anywhere. There's a little bit of wear on the bolster there. Can a Lexus dealership restore a car? Well, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Like, will they restore a piece of junk to something really nice? No, they'll just sell it at auction. They won't waste their time or their money. But if if they need to replace a bumper, they'll do it. If they need to fix the upholstery, they'll do it. If they need to fix, the steering rack, they'll do it. But if it's too much money for them to put into the car, they'll just get rid of it. Bruce is asking, where is this? I don't know. It says it's at a dealership. I mean, you could message this guy, Rez Waters. That's Golden Gate Bridge right there. Want it repainted completely, a new upholstery? I would do it third party. I wouldn't even bother with a Lexus dealership. Now, if you wanted factory paint, you could see if you could get that much from a Lexus dealership. I don't know. But you can get it upholstered somewhere else. I mean, I wouldn't have that done at a Lexus dealership. Probably not. I'd have done a private party, or not a private party, but a third party auto store. Let's look at this one. Ooh, this one looks pretty clean too. They're asking about the same as the last one, and the last one was in better shape. Way better shape. Way less miles. Nah. The guy's gotta be kidding himself. Blizzard Pearl. Speaking of GXs, so let's do this. Let's go. Whoops. Let's do this. Look at these GXs down in Florida. Pristine. Unbelievable. Like, let's just click on this one. $6,500 they're asking. And this is my favorite GX. I do like the newer body style, but I love this body style more. A lot more. Oof. 160 grand in terms of miles. Let's look at this black one here. 177,000 miles. Look at that interior. Oh, it looks great still. Got some DVD player in the back. They replaced the stereo with something touchscreen. I love the GX. The GX, like this body style GX will probably be my first Lexus SUV. And the LS400, if I can find a real clean one like we just looked at. Whoo, pull trigger on it like that. Like that. Oh. Yep. Florida, here I come, baby. Yeah, the old style GX, man, it is just... Oof. I love the aggressive fenders. Look how clear those headlights are. So many times they're all like fogged out. This is so simple back then, you know. The modern grille, I think certain applications of it look pretty good, but man, just look how classy that looks, you know. Oh my gosh. Oh, guys, I have to stop looking at these older Lexus vehicles because look at this guy. In Sarasota, 166K. Let's read about it. New tires, brakes, title in hand. Interior not as good as the last one we saw, but the exterior looked pretty darn clean, didn't it? Oh, yeah. I think that black one, it might be the cleanest one we've seen so far. Oh, wait. Wait, there's an 06. 06 here. I'm not liking this one so much. I'm not feeling this one, guys. Oh, look at those seats. Those seats look perfect. How are they perfect for 230,000 miles? That is crazy. How are they perfect? I mean, the interior looks brand new. What in the world? The exterior, I mean, the lights look a little foggy. Is that a huge scratch in the front? That is massive. Am I seeing that right? No, that's just the bumper line. Okay. That's just the bumper line. I almost lost my mind there. The old GX, yep. Do I have Instagram or anything? Is that what you mean? Do I have Instagram? You have Instagram. I don't post on it hardly ever, and I should. But I don't. Let's see here. Does it come with tissues? Yeah, no kidding. Speaking of headlights, do you recommend a specific process for restoring the headlights on my GX? No, but like Scotty Kilmore has a few videos on how to restore headlights, and I'm sure like Chris Fix does, and there's a lot of other YouTubers. So I've never done it. My wife's Toyota Matrix probably needs that to be done, but meh, meh, meh. And I think I'm going to sell my Avalon. Going to sell my Avalon probably in the next few months as I get ready to pick up a pristine LS 400. That's the goal. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll make a video on my YouTube of like selling my Avalon, and I'll go over like the things, all the quirks about it, all the things that probably need to be fixed on it. Right. So I replaced the struts myself a week or two ago, and it was doing pretty good for a week, and then like 2 days ago, like the right rear strut like was rattling like crazy. I'm like, what the heck is going on? I'm like, is my wheel falling off? Wheel wasn't falling off. Today I jacked it up. I looked at everything. Everything was tight. I took out the seats again to make sure the top bolts were tight, or the top nuts were tight. Everything was super tight. I tightened it even more. I think it's a default or a defective strut. I think it's this shit strut. So I emailed the seller on Amazon. I'm like, hey, send me a new strut. Otherwise, they got a 1-star review right now because all the other struts are working great. No sounds, no rattles. And I double checked everything, triple checked everything. And it rattles. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? Anyways, let's keep looking. Let's look at this white one. Don't like those tires. Already don't like those tires. Looks pretty clean though. Back seats look good. Front seats look good. Oh. You know, in some ways, this looks more modern than the new GX. Oh, shake my head. Okay. Yeah. So let's see if we'll increase this to 15 grand. And we're going to go to LX 470. What? Is this real? A 98 LX for only $8,000? Am I saying this right? Was it like totaled or something? Family owned and operated? Oh wait, no, that's not the vehicle. What the heck? Holy shit, this thing looks pretty clean. I'm gonna take some of the stickers off of it, but the seats are a little beat up. Yeah, that's expected. Oof. What do you guys think about this bad boy? 8 grand for this LX. Pretty cute. Yeah. Something doesn't seem right, right? Right? Something doesn't seem right there. What? This one might not be in as good a condition, but we got a 2000 for 6,900. Oh, whoa, what was going on there? That doesn't look right. That looks like damage. Yeah, there's a big dent in the front. I mean, it'll still run forever, but yeah, this one's not nearly as impressive. Oh, well, no, they lowered the price. Hey. Ooh, look at this one. This is all tricked out. I think I saw this one earlier. I would not buy one like this. No way, especially not for that much money. No way. It looks cool, but not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea for a family. Get it? Ooh, look at this one. Ooh. That might have been the color I saw today. 165,000 miles. Lost a knock sensor. Oh, interesting. Oh my gosh. One of my dream vehicles right here. 2,000 for 5,500. What's wrong with this? Broken rear windshield wiper. What's wrong with this guy? Why is this only 5,500? Oh, there you go. And there you go. That's what the Arizona sun will do, or the Florida sun will do for you as well. That's pretty clean though. 5,500 bucks. I mean that's considerable. And you got a little bit of damage, right? Let's find that. This right here, front left bumper or front left fender. I could probably live with that. And then this, you just put a seat cover over it. If you want to get it reupholstered, you get it reupholstered. But that is something I could live with. Right there. Yep. Cool. Well, guys, I could look at Lexus vehicles all night. It's just something that's really fun for me. Get a lot of enjoyment out of it. But thanks for watching. If you haven't hit that like button, like the video. Consider supporting me over on my Patreon channel for the monthly giveaway, as well as it gives me a little bit of motivation to keep cranking out content. And yeah, I have a lot of goals for the channel, and that just helps me along the way. So, all right, guys, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace out.